Welcome to the 100th episode. Woohoo! We made it. And together we have been on this journey to become a fit mom while listening to the Fit Postpartum Mom podcast. A lot of quick wins, a lot of healthy habits, and a lot of core strengthening going on around here on the show, babies in tow and all. You may be listening to the show for the first time right now, or you may have been with us all the way from day one back on April 17th, 2023. I'm grateful for anyone and everyone who has downloaded one of my podcast episodes. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here all this way. I am so excited that we've made it to the 100th episode. And I'm excited to say that we have two very special guests on the show today to celebrate this big milestone. Jaylin and Bonnie are here with us. They are two superfan listeners, and they're here to talk about their motherhood journey and how the Fit Postpartum Mom podcast has changed their life. And I'm excited for you to listen into this conversation where we share their favorite episodes, their biggest takeaways, and how their fitness strategy has seriously changed since listening to the Fit Postpartum Mom show. This is a great episode to listen to while you go for a power walk with your little one. Like, seriously, don't just sit around while you're listening. Do something productive and do something good for your body. So go on a power walk, find a steep hill in your neighborhood and push through it and listen to this motivational message from these two amazing mamas. Are you ready? Let's go. Hey friend, welcome to the Fit Postpartum Mom podcast, where you will learn how to strengthen your body after pregnancy and finally get rid of the postpartum pooch in less time. Fitness can fit easily into your busy schedule. There's a simple way to navigate your postpartum journey, and I'm here to teach you how to do it without the chaos, overwhelm, and tears. If you are here for a little sweat, a whole lot of sleep, defined, tight, and toned muscles, and to live your life as a mom to the fullest, then you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Jena, but you can call me Jena, and I'm a physical therapist and a mom of 4 little girls who has cracked the code on how to strengthen your core postpartum in the easiest way possible without the stress, exhaustion, or struggle. I did it, and now I'm here to help you do the same. It's all about progress, not perfection, and I'm here to help walk you through the journey to feeling strong, confident, and energized. That energy comes from within, not your coffee. Let's roll out your yoga mat and hit the floor, girl. It's time to do this. Welcome to our 100th episode of the Fit Postpartum Mom. Can you believe we made it this far? To celebrate this incredible milestone, I've got something extra special for you, a flash sale. That's right, a flash sale on our signature course, Postpartum Abs Simplified. Starting Wednesday, this Wednesday, July 17th, you can grab this amazing program at 30% off. And for 3 days only, you can get this promo, okay? So be sure to come back on Wednesday, July 17th to get all the details. I know many of you are feeling super frustrated with your postpartum body and struggling to find the time for yourself. I know that's what's happening because that's what I struggled with when I was a new mom. And even as I got into my 4th baby, I still struggled at times. It's hard. You may be thinking to yourself, I'll never get my pre-baby body back. Or I don't have the time to work out. Like, there's just no time. Like, how on earth am I going to be able to change my body if I don't have time to work out? But guess what? You absolutely can, and you do have the time. In my program, I'll show you how you can find the time and how you can do this thing in just 10 minutes a day. It is so easy, and it doesn't take a lot of time at all. Postpartum Abs Simplified is the program that will get rid of your postpartum pooch and fully restore your core after pregnancy, or if you had a C-section, or if you have diastasis recti. This program works for all of you. Unlike other programs, this is the one program that is based on physical therapy principles. I'm a physical therapist, and I base this whole program off of everything I've learned in physical therapy school and through all of my experience as a physical therapist. I make sure that these exercises are completely safe and effective for you. And that's the beauty of the whole thing, is that these are the most effective exercises. So don't waste your time with other postpartum ab exercises because they're just not doing it for you. These exercises exercises are by far the best ones, the most effective in the shortest period of time. They're easy, they're simple, and it just takes 10 minutes a day for 10 weeks. And by that time, your abs are going to be fully restored, your pooch is going to shrink, and you're going to feel so much better in your body. Yep, just 10 minutes a day. By the time this program is over, when you are done with the program, you're going to have a fully restored core and you're going to have so much more confidence and you're just going to feel strong all over. Even though this is an ab program, it really does radiate to the rest of your body. It's amazing. So imagine squeezing in a quick, effective workout during nap time or when your baby's doing tummy time, just 10 minutes. I know you can find 10 minutes and make it a priority. So no more long, complicated routines. That is not what you need. Just straightforward exercise that fits perfectly into your busy mom life. I was a busy mom, I still am, and I still can fit in my ab exercises. They are so important to me. So don't miss out on this chance to transform your postpartum journey and restore your core strength right now. So you can head on over to my website, livecorestrong.com/simplified and join Postpartum App Simplified on Wednesday. Okay? On Wednesday, this coupon code is opened up for you to join and you can join for 3 days only. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, July 17th through the 19th, you can use the promo code and save 30% off. Remember, this sale is only this week. So be sure to snag this deal right now. And when it comes to January 1st, the price is going up because we are revamping Postpartum App Simplified to 2.0. Yes, I'm so excited. Version 2.0 is coming in January, and you will still get access to all the updated content. So if you want that updated content, you want to save 30%, and you want to snag it before the price goes up even more, this is by far the best time. So I just want to say thank you for being a part of our community and celebrating our 100th episode with us. And let's continue this journey together. You've got this, mama. And stick around because we are going into a wonderful conversation with Bonnie and Jaylin about how this show has completely impacted their life and how I know that their words can be an encouragement to you and how you can continue on in this Fit Postpartum Mom podcast with me and make the progress that you want to make. I'm so excited for this episode. Let's get right into our 100th episode. Welcome, Jaylin and Bonnie, to the show. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for being here. And can you please, Jaylin, let's start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And how many kids do you have? Just tell me about yourself.
Sure. Well, I'm excited to be here with you both. I have 3 kids, 15, 3, and 18 months. So it's a big gap. And I have been trying to get fit, I think, for 15 years. We could probably sum that up.
Yes, all of us are trying
Yes.
so hard. And Bonnie, can you tell us a little bit about your family?
Yes, I am very excited to be here as is Jaylin. I have one son, one child.
Yes.
Got started very late in age, but or in life rather. But I actually kind of did it on purpose, somewhat. Well, I didn't get married until later, but I always kind of spoke it into existence that I really wanted to focus on my career first and then have kids later. I didn't like intentionally do that, but I kept saying it and it happened. I had my now 4-year-old at 41 years old. So I have him and my husband and I work full time and have a business and just doing all the things. And before I had him, I was very fit. Like I knew I was pregnant when I came home from a 9-mile run. And I run intervals. Like I don't run 9 miles. I wasn't running 9 miles straight through. I was like 30 seconds, 30 seconds to run, 30 seconds stop run. And I came home and I was exhausted. And I was like, I can't even get off the couch. What is going on? Yeah, that's when I found out.
That's when
Maybe
you
about
found out.
weekend.
Oh, wow. That's, yeah. We all have stories about that for sure. That, yeah, it just knocks us off our feet for sure. Well, Jaylin, tell me about your fitness levels before becoming pregnant. Like, what were you into? What did you like to do for exercise?
So I liked the gym and I liked classes. So I did a lot of we had a local MMA gym down here that did like kickboxing and group classes and I guess what you would now call hit training. And so we did stations. It was a lot of group stuff. So I did that and I loved that. A lot of at-home stuff, especially when I had Ellie, my oldest, and now obviously just for time and convenience for no excuses. And I do like at-home workouts. I have never fully committed to a gym, I guess, minus that MMA, but I had all of my friends and it was a group and it was like one big family. They did camps there, the kids came, like it was a whole thing. So it made it easy to kind of stick with it and do it. But I've always done something. I played basketball, I cheered, I was always very active. I just don't know if I ever really fully stayed on like a fitness program very long.
Yeah, yeah. When I was in high school, well, before high school, I was really into soccer, but I wasn't really that good. And then I got into cheerleading and I was like, okay, that's pretty good. But I loved working out in my bedroom. Like, I don't know, just fitness videos. That was my thing. And still to this day, I still like to work out in my bedroom. And then once I belonged to, I was in college, I belonged to their gym. And that's like what really set me up for like fitness and exercise and weights and all those things. Bonnie, did you ever belong to a gym or were you more like into your own thing?
No, I did the gym for sure. And I always had to have a goal I was working towards. So when I was in high school, I did cheerleading. When I was in college, I was a cheerleader. And then once I got out of college, I was kind of in limbo and I was going to the gym. And then I started getting into running. And I would never call myself a runner. I'd be like, no, I'm not a runner. I'm just trying to stay in shape. Well, I got caught up in the hype. And then I was signing up for races and I was doing 5Ks and I was doing 10Ks and I did a triathlon and I ran a
Oh,
half marathon.
Wow.
Like I was doing
Look
all the
at
okay.
things.
you. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
You're a
Because
runner.
obviously I had to just go ahead and call myself a runner.
Yeah.
And so that's what I would do. Like I would keep running as my goal and doing races as my goal to stay in shape. So doing the triathlon, oh, it forced me to learn how to swim, but I knew I was going to stay in shape. Running, oh, I'm signing up for this race. I know I want to get through it without huffing and puffing, so I got to stay in shape. So that's pretty much what my fitness level was. And so I would meet people to run early in the morning, and then I would go to the YMCA. That was my gym. It still is my gym. And I would go there at like 5 in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning to do a spin class or to do a whatever class. Because I did like to do classes.
Yeah, that's great. So that's like a blast from the past for all of us. But now we're going to talk about our life now as a mom. So obviously things aren't the same for all of us. So tell me, Jaylin, what is your fitness level like right now as a mom?
Ooh. Um, it is hit or miss, but I will say it is back coming up to being something that I'm putting as an important that is a must do. So I'm doing it at home, downstairs, and I'm aiming for 30 minutes in the morning, waking up early and trying to get that done. I had suffered a knee injury, or I don't even know what happened. So that's been putting kind of slowed me down because I have a bike that I would do like my own like indoor spin bike. So I was doing that. But now I am trying to work out 30 minutes a day, at least 5 days a week.
That's so good.
But I have two boys. So, I mean, I feel like I'm very active. It's just not that focused fitness active, you could say.
And sometimes we just got to make that count, we can't just be like showing up to a gym for an hour and leaving our kids behind. Sometimes the exercise is, being with the children and running with them. Bonnie, what about you? What are your struggles right now as a mom and what are you doing for your fitness right now as a mom?
It's been a roller coaster. So there are times when when I get in a good rhythm, and I would work out, I would do exercises, but then once I fell off, like I fall way off. And then it's just kind of hard for me to get back into the rhythm. So right now I'm trying to get back into, I'm in like a slow pace of getting back into the rhythm. And one thing that I'm discovering, even just with learning your podcast, and I would like get stronger, I would do like other workouts. Um, but my core is just not where it needs to be. And that's the one thing that I discovered really from listening to your podcast of that's the missing piece. Like I still don't run because running is so connected to your core that it feels like I'm running through mud. Like my
Hmm.
legs feel like lead when I'm running because my core is not where it needs to be. So I'm right now, my goal is to do 2 days at the gym and then walk in between there. So like 30 minutes at the gym at least 2 days a week. And then from there, I just try to walk every day. And I've incorporated some of your ab workouts too, because it
No,
just kind of helps to
wonderful.
get me going.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, that to me is always like my starting point for sure is like doing the abs first. And then I feel like I honestly feel so much better when my core is strong. And then it's like it gives me
Mhm.
motivation to do everything else. Yeah, that's so good. Okay, so what made both of you want to listen to the Fit Postpartum Mom? Jaylin, we'll start with you.
The title, I think, sort of hit. I feel like we're all postpartum, no matter how old our kids are. You have 4 kids. It's something, so it just was like, okay, we can figure this out and do it. And I have always had back pain and hip pain, so it's all connected to your core. And like I knew that 10, 11 years ago, but then I forgot that. And then I had 2 babies back to back. And now I'm like, what is happening to my body? And so I like really need to focus more on the core, which is why I'm trying to not get hung up on the scale number or the weight or the size of the clothes and just more being able to not feel like I need a walker or a wheelchair to move around and chase my kids because my body is so sore because my core is unbelievably weak for sure.
You
It's
know,
like, I
this
mean, it's a mess.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's amazing because I can go periods of time where I don't work out and I literally feel like I've aged 10 years. And then I start working out consistently and I feel like I'm in my early 20s again. So yeah, I mean, just having that strength can really help us to feel younger and be more lively with our everyday life. Yeah, that's so great. Bonnie, why did you start listening to the Fit Postpartum Mom?
Well, like I said earlier, I would do this roller coaster of working out, then not working out, then working out, then not working out. Well, one thing I discovered once I get back going, like once I've made a decision, oh, I need to work out, then usually it was my core that was an issue. And so because then I'd have to like I felt like I was in Groundhog Day all over again. So actually after I met you in the Systemize Your Life course, then I was like, oh, I didn't realize she was out there. So I started to check out your podcast and I was like, oh, this is why I'm struggling so much. But here's the other thing. I agree with Jaylin. Like you definitely connected with like in the back of your mind, why do I have this back pain? Oh, I probably like my core. It's just my back and my hips. It's all connected. And so when you really started to hone in, like it's really your core. Like the fitness is yes the goal, but you need to get your together first before you can really do anything. And I'm like, well, now she's right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you for saying that.
It makes a huge difference.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
really does. I
it
mean,
does.
I can even feel it when I'm trying to do exercises and I can feel my back and then it feels better. And yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it really, that's why it's my
And they don't
favorite
they
part of the
don't teach you
body.
that.
No,
Yeah,
they
they don't.
don't. They
No.
just teach you about six packs, but not about the whole core.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So since you guys have been listening to the show for a long time, do you have any favorite episodes? Jaylin, if you want to tell me your favorite episodes.
Yes, I have a few that I really like, but the top two are numbers 95, which was
Oh,
I feel
reprogramming your brain.
yes. Yes.
That's a
So I
good
really
one.
like that and I have been trying to, right when I wake up after our accountability call check-in, to just sort of get a playlist going. So it sort of gets me um in the mode to go right down and work out. I was on a great roll before I went on vacation, and now not so much. But I am Thursday is my day back. And so I feel like that's what I really liked having like a song to get you going, because music is everything. And then it was 96, the one you a couple episodes ago with the meal, your whole food system.
Yeah, the food hacking.
Yes. So I heard you talk about it before when you did with Chelsea Joe, and you talked a little bit about it, and then hearing you lay it all out, I know. And again, because fitness is such a broad statement, right? It's not just getting into the gym and working out. It's everything that you're putting into your body, all the things that you're doing. And my children have allergies. I have a 15-year-old, and I have a Portuguese husband who just wants to eat meat and all the foods, right? And so, how do you cook for all of those needs, right? Like, so I was like, I have to start meal prepping. I don't even care if I just cut up some carrot sticks. Like, I just got to start. And it really made me kind of think, I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, but we're going to try it. We're
Yeah.
going to try it.
It's a
But that
process.
was,
Yeah. Just try a
yeah,
little bit at a time. Yeah. But you'll get it. You'll definitely get it. That's great. Bonnie, how about
I
you?
have
Did
to.
you have any favorite episodes?
Well, I really, really love your walkthrough for of Atomic Habits, just because I've read the
Yes,
book.
yes.
And so there are pieces of it that have really stuck with me and just reminded me, like when I go through that whole Groundhog Day process, that one episode where you literally laid out, like, what is the smallest step that you can do? I can't
Mm.
remember the number of it.
I'll
But
I'll
it
find
was
it and I'll link it in the show notes. Yeah.
I think it was one of the first ones that you did. It was like go 1%, like check your
Yes, it was
alarm
the
bag.
yes,
chapter one
Yes,
episodes. Yeah, the beginning. So
yes.
we
yes.
started back in episode 61. So if anybody wants to listen, start back at episode 61.
And it was literally, okay, well, start this week or this day. Here's what you do. You just put your clothes. So if your goal is to have your clothes out before you work out or whatever the case may be, then just lay your clothes out. And that's all you do for day one. And you get that together. And then the next couple of days, then you lay your clothes out and you put your clothes on. Or like it was like really
That's
small
simple.
steps,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was
that was a really
really,
good one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just reminded me of just keep it simple, like just do. And so that helped me to just, I was in such a rut that I was just like, okay, what are the most simple exercises that I can do? Like, what are three things I can do? And that's kind of what got me going.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
and then
great.
the other one was a recent one, like really talking about your environment and the people that you're around and how
Yeah.
they influence the decisions that you make.
That's
And
episode
if everybody,
93. Mm-hmm.
yes, episode 93, where it really talks about like if everybody else is not like making excuses for not working out, then you're pretty much going to do the same thing. But if you're around a group of people who are really into, you've got that accountability, then you're going to want to do the same thing. So those are my favorites.
Yeah, and it's great because we know, the three of us know, having that accountability is so important. Having that circle of friends that keep you accountable really shows great results in the end. And I thought it was interesting in the book how he talks about how just having one friend that has bad habits can lead to the next friend that has bad habits, and just like it continues on. So yeah, at least get that one good friend that has good habits, and you're going to be off to a good start. Yes.
Right.
All right. Well, tell me something that either of you are like still implementing. You sort of already said that a little bit, like Jaylin, you said the music, and Bonnie, you're saying like taking like the baby steps with different things. But is there anything else that you have completely changed your lifestyle because of the podcast, because of something that you've learned on the podcast that you're like, I'm not going back to the way I used to be. I'm now doing this thing that I learned in the Fit Postpartum Mom podcast.
For me, I would say it's probably the whole idea of your core, and kind of focusing on strengthening that and healing that and all of that, versus trying to get a six pack or trying to build my muscles, or you know what I mean? Like for me, I feel like I'm like, okay, so it's my core and stretching. And so when you talk about like Groundhog Day and you get in like your rut, for me, it's core and stretching. Let me do some of the abs from those quick abs, and then let me stretch. And then I feel like I'm getting myself back on it because I just need to strengthen it. So that's really been my biggest takeaway.
That's great. What about you, Bonnie?
I would say the same for Jalen. I probably have two. So it's that one that Jalen just said, just instead of me having like this groundhog day of like really trying to like I skip weeks and then I'm trying to figure out where do I start. Now I know, okay, I'm just going to start back with my core. Let's see where we are and then let's continue to build from there. Even in your episode from this week, just you reminding us like it's going to take a long time. It's not going to just snap back in 4 weeks. Or I mean, I'm 4 years out, so like I really have to be more consistent and really keep that at the forefront and just know that like this is just going to be a long journey. But know that if I take a couple of weeks off, I have to come back to the core before I can really get back into those like strong hardcore exercises that I used to be able to do. The other piece is just always connecting that to, okay, if I'm going to do a core work like that, just that it is really that cue for me. And I've even learned, like, because I have knee pain sometimes for some odd reason. Sometimes I can foam roll it out, but it'll come back like when I'm walking. And I used to be like, well, what is going on? But as I have formed that cue of doing the ab workout and then going for a walk, like if I know I have time to go for a walk, I'm like, oh, let me do my ab exercises first. Well, with your ab exercises, you do a lot of bridges with the legs and the leg lifts and all of that. It helps to just kind of warm up my hips
Yep.
so that I don't even have leg pain anymore.
Oh, that's
So I can
wonderful.
go for my walk. So that right there is something I won't be turning back from for sure.
There you go. Good. That's so good. Yeah, I love the exercises I have are very strategic, very physical therapy based, very safe. So yes, I'm excited that you're having good results with those. All right, well, let's wrap things up a little bit here and let's talk about, let's say you have a friend that is newly postpartum or a mom that hasn't been working out. Would you recommend this show and why?
Yes, absolutely. I feel, especially like you did an episode like how to work out with your baby outside, and then I think there was a little mini series you did where you gave little workouts that you can do with your baby. I think it was like baby wearing and squatting, and I know for me with my middle, I found nothing, and all he wanted to do was be carried. So I wore him, and there was only, I forget where I found it, but it was like a not a good workout with a carrier. And I felt like you really hit on a lot of things, fitness and your core and eating and just all of these things in those little pockets. And I think it's very encouraging because I feel like we're in a mixed of like extreme, like do nothing, do everything. And this is a perfect do what you can when you can, find this, do this. So I would 100%. I wish that I had this even 3 years ago with Owen. So it would have been super helpful.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. What about you, Bonnie? Would you recommend this podcast to a friend or a newly postpartum mom, or would you and why? Why would you?
Yes, absolutely. One, it's realistic in its time frame. It's very easy. Like you make it sound very you provide a lot of compassion, you provide a lot of encouragement, and you continuously remind us like there's just a lot of encouragement of you can do it, just do this little bit. Just you just take the pressure off to say it can be done. Just do this one thing and just add on to it, but don't try to do 50 things at one time. Um, and that's really the main reason why I would say, yes, you need to listen to this particular podcast because it will get you going and help you to stay. And every time when you fall off, you just come back to it if you haven't listened to it for a while, or you feel like you're in like this twilight zone of I can't get back, try Jena podcast and she'll get you right.
Yeah. That's right. Thank you, Bonnie. Yes. And that's the whole point of this show, this podcast, is to motivate postpartum moms, the new mom, the seasoned postpartum mom, just to stay in it, to stay active, to stay fit, to not feel the pressure to do these long, crazy workouts, but just to stay active and be healthy again as a mom. Like, there's no reason to quit altogether with fitness, but just doing 5-10 minutes of exercise every so often is better than nothing. So, and even if you just listen to the show and work out in your mind, that's still better than nothing. So just staying front of mind with exercise and health is so key for happiness, I think, and joy as a new mom. So yeah, thank you for coming. I just want to say thank you to both of you for coming and saying all those kind words and encouraging other moms to listen to the show. You both have been wonderful, wonderful listeners to the show. You're committed to the show, and I just want to say thank you for being here.
Thank
You're
you for having
welcome.
us.
Thank you for having us, for sure. Happy to be here.
And that wraps up our 100th episode of the Fit Postpartum Mom. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you who have been a part of this journey. Celebrating this milestone with you is truly special, so special to me. As a thank you, please don't forget about our incredible flash sale on Postpartum Abs Simplified, my signature course. You can get this core restoration program at 30% off from July 17th through the 19th. And if you're feeling super frustrated with the postpartum body thing, the battling the low energy situation, and that extreme fatigue that I know you're struggling with, because I struggled with it for so long. If you're struggling to find time to work out, this program is designed specifically for this kind of mom. It's designed for you, the mom who is struggling with all the things going on in mom life, but you know that fitness is a priority in your life. You just can't make it a priority. And you know that you need to start with the core. You need to restore your core strength after being pregnant. This is what this program's all about. Postpartum Abs Simplified is based on physical therapy principles, ensuring it's safe and effective. It's easy, it's simple, and it takes only 10 minutes a day for 10 weeks. These workouts are quick, and the program takes the guesswork out of postpartum fitness. No more guessing. By the end of the program, your core strength will be fully restored and you'll feel more confident and strong. So just head on over to my website, livecorestrong.com/simplified on Wednesday, July 17th, and use the promo code that I will be giving to you on Wednesday. So come back to my episode that I will be airing Wednesday, and I have some bonus episodes Thursday and Friday as well. And we will be talking all about the promo code that you can use for 30% off. And that's it. That's a wrap for our 100th episode. Thank you for being such an amazing community and for celebrating 100 episodes with me. Here's to many more episodes and to your continued journey to health and fitness. You've got this, mama, and I will see you on the next episode. And remember to always live core strong. Did you learn something amazing today and feel like your mama friends would learn a lot too? You can have a huge impact on their lives and the lives of so many other moms by subscribing and leaving a review on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, so the Fit Postpartum Mom message can spread all over the world. New moms don't need to struggle anymore. The answers are all right here waiting for them. So take 30 seconds to share it. Take a screenshot of this podcast, tag me on Instagram, and post it in your stories. But before you go, please head over to Apple Podcasts, subscribe, and leave a 5-star written review so you can help grow the Strong Mom community. I'd love to have you and your mom friends there with me. And as a thank you for being here all the way to the end, I have something special for you. I'm giving you free access to my training on how to safely start postpartum ab exercises in less than 2 minutes a day. Watch right now at www.livecorestrong.com/class. I can't wait to see you next time on the Fit Postpartum Mom podcast.